Strap yourself in, guys, because today we're going to get revenge against Sporting for that semi-final loss in the last episode. It's going to be messy. Yeah, we're going to beat them. So it's time for episode 6 then. We seem to be flying through this series. I'm really enjoying it. And I think we've got about 11 games to go in this first season. So 3 more episodes, I think. We're going to play Sporting today. Then we're going to have an episode where we take on Aves. And then the last episode, we'll play the final 2 games of the season. So that's the plan for the next 3 episodes, including today. Sporting are a tough team. They're second in the table. They are 10 points behind Porto, but they're a long way ahead of Benfica, having a very poor season down in 6th place. But Porto's still unbeaten, 61 points on the board. They are just unbelievably good, and it's pretty impressive that we only lost 1-0 against them, I think. But Sporting comfortably second, going really strong. It's going to be really tough to get a result against them, but I want to get revenge. The problem is, recently we have had problems. We haven't managed to win a league game since that 4-0 win. We seem to get big wins here and there and then go on a bit of a barren run. Since the last episode, we lost 2-1 away from home, as you can see here. Stanley did get a goal, but they got a 70th minute winner. Against Moreirense, 2-2, but crazy end to the game. Alfredo managed to get a goal, which was good to see. He's actually leaving at the end of the season because he's been offered a contract elsewhere. He's not really good enough, but he's kind of our joint best striker, along with Pires and Stanley. Stanley's our top goal scorer. He's been good for us. Pires has had injury problems lately. He's just so slow for this level as well. He's a great finisher, but he needs other attributes. You need other attributes in the top division. So we are relying on Stanley at the moment. But Alfredo, maybe he'll get a chance as our main striker towards the end of the season. Denaire managed to grab a 95th minute equaliser. They were 1-0 up for pretty much the whole game. Alfredo scored in the 96th minute. They scored a minute later. We scored in the 95th minute. Topsy-turvy stuff. And then a 2-2 draw against Estoro. Not a great result. I think they're in the relegation zone. And I was expecting to win this one, but we had to come from behind twice in this game. Paulinho with a penalty and our centre-back Posignolo with another goal. I think that's his 4th goal of the season from centre-back. We are heavily relying on his set-piece ability at times. But I'm still feeling relatively positive ahead of this Sporting game because we've done well against. We drew 0-0 against them earlier in the season in the league at home. We drew 1-1 in the Cup semi-final, of course, in the last episode, and then lost on penalties. So we have held our own against them. These are the tactics I'm going with. I have been fiddling around and changing things here and there every now and then. I'm going to run at defence. I feel like that's a good option with Nakajima, 17 dribbling. Wellington, he's got pace and great ability down that right-hand side. Paulinho's a dangerous player. This 3 behind the striker, I really like it. This is the secondary front 3 that we will be probably playing next season. But I do need to find a top-class striker. I really like Bruno Lamas as well. He's done a fantastic job in the middle since coming. It just shows that Everton was underperforming. It might be the role that was wrong, but since changing to an advanced playmaker and Bruno Lamas coming into the team, he has really performed highly. 7.16 average rating. He did get that goal on his debut as well, of course. Anyway, without further ado, let's get on with it. In fact, I'll just show you the league table because I'd like you to predict where you think we will finish come the end of the season. In the comments section below, which position will we finish in come the end of the season? We're currently 10th with a game in hand over a few teams, but we could finish... I feel like we've got 11th wrapped up, unless, I suppose, Braga, if they win their game in hand and we lose today, then it is close. So maybe not. Maybe we will drop down the table. I'm pretty sure we're safe from relegation. We're 10 points above the drop zone with 11 games to go. It's still a quarter of the season to go, but I can't see us completely falling apart now. But we could finish as high as 6th, maybe. I think that's probably being a bit adventurous, trying to finish above Benfica. Maybe 7th is more realistic. I think probably 7th is the highest we could finish. But let me know, where do you think we're going to finish? Stick it in the comment section below. Let's just keep going. They've got Bastos and Doomby up front, remember. got a good team. Carvalho in midfield. I don't think he played against me in the cup. Obviously, the player that West Ham tried to sign, and it all went wrong. But high hopes. We want to get revenge. Let's go and get an upset. That's what I've said to them. I'm going to say to Stanley, I have the trust in you. He seems motivated because he's a decent player. I like Stanley, but he could score more goals for us. That's the same with all my strikers, really. But he's the player that I'm trusting to do the job. I'm going to close down the strikers, and do I man mark them like in the semi-final? Sorry, probably should do because it worked before, didn't it? So if we get him to mark Bas Dost and Jadson to mark Dumbia, then we might have a chance here. Let's get on with this then. Boring match so far, but here's the first highlight of the game. Can we get revenge? I really, really want revenge against Sporting. They didn't really beat me. They beat me on penalties. That doesn't count, does it? I don't think so. Penalties is a lottery at the end of the day. 50-50 lottery, which is much better than the national lottery or the Euro Millions or whatever, like anything similar to that. Coughing fit as Bas Dost is tackle. I hate those goals. I hate those goals when your defender slide tackles at the player and the ball just falls kindly to someone else. Look at this. Watch this again. It's just a big old lump. Pinto over the top. I don't know what's Pogba? No, he's dancing like Michael Jackson. And then Dumbia open because of a slide. I hate those. Frustrating. And we're 1-0 down. Okay. We need to fight back into this one. Just like the last game. Although Sporting have a corner. It's headed away by Bruno Lamas. And it's crossed back in. Good head away by Nascio. And headed clear by Paulinho. But here they come again. Good header by Marcel. He's having to play today instead of Uri. And we're on the attack. Nakajima. Back to Lamas. Interesting ball out to Nascio. Back into Nakajima. The Japanese wizard. Lovely. It was almost a good ball from Paulinho, but it just was a bit short. And now here's Bas Dost. Bas Dost goes wide and it's 2-0. I wanted revenge. I'm not getting revenge. In fact, we're having the opposite. We're losing. We haven't really lost against them this season yet, and it looks like we finally are going to. The wheels are kind of coming off the bus a little bit. We had that 4-0 win in the last episode, but that's the only glimmer of hope in the last few weeks as Wellington can't find a way ball through to Stanley. I didn't make any more signings in the January transfer window either because I just couldn't find anyone that I thought would be good enough and improve the team. Nakajima, Wellington, can we get a goal back here? Stanley can't get on the end of that. And we've been a little bit unlucky here in this phase of play. Lamas, good ball out wide again. He's just so brilliant at spreading the play. Paulinho, Stanley, Inacio. I'm sensing a goal. Please be a goal. Paulinho, Wellington, he scores. He's back from injury. He's managed to survive the last couple games without getting injured. Touch wood. Where's more wood? Here's wood. A little wooden box. There we go. That'll do. Hopefully you won't get injured now. And we're back in this game. Paulinho with the assist. Wellington, the keeper just couldn't quite keep it out. He got a hand to it, but it beat him. And we've actually had more shots, 50-50 possession pretty much here. It's just Dumbia has scored twice. But now a corner to Sporting, and they're going to make it 3. Here they come. It's blocked brilliantly, and that was out of play. That was out of play, I swear. Bas Dost finds the back of the net, but I think that was a corner. Let's watch this again. Was it over the line? I could have sworn that went over the line. I want to see this. But I think we're out of this game. I can't see us getting anything from it. You might have been touching the line just about. They're deadly due up front. They're just too strong for my defenders. Maybe I shouldn't have marked tightly. Maybe that was the mistake. I don't know. I don't know about defending. That's my problem. Generally, my tactics on Football Manager are pretty attacking. I like to get goals. I don't worry about the defence so much. I'm going to go for the revenge. I swear I didn't see the revenge team talk option before the game. I'd have selected that if it was. I might have just been having a blind moment. But as you can see, half time, it's not going particularly well. What do? Do we go for the old pump up the pitch and hope for the best and hope Stanley can get on the end of it? I think we have to. Defensively, we've been poor. I'm going to use tighter marking generally just across the team. And we're going to go narrow. Well, not narrow, balanced rather than wide. The defence are just having an awful game. I don't know what to do about... I don't know how to defend. I don't know defending tactics. It's never been my strong point. I occasionally stumble across something that works very well, but it's often because my attack is so strong that we don't concede that many goals, because attack is the best form of defence. That's the best philosophy. It's another corner, and it's good header away once again, but can we get it clear properly? That's our problem. We get it clear, but we don't get the secondary clearance away. Here's Pessoa, though, charging forwards. Great ball out wide to Lamas. Bruno Lamas, where's he going? I don't think he even knows. But we're still on the ball. Inacio, Paulinho, Wellington, Nakajima. Oh, it was great play. A great counter-attack from us. But we couldn't quite find the back of the net through Nakajima, who's been a bit out of sorts lately, as Bastos makes it 4. I wanted revenge, and instead they're just punishing us. Ruthless from Sporting. Their strike force is just insane. Bastos and Dumbia compared to our Stanley. I mean... I love Stanley, but he's just not up to their level. This is the first game that we've really fallen apart this season, though. I'm going to bring Alfredo on. Let's give him a go. And Bruno Lamas, the first game he's played badly. I'm singing his praises before the match, and he's on a 6.4 for some reason. I think he's just been overrun in the midfield, because we do have a lack of central midfielders in there. Defensively, we've been terrible. Not really sure. I'm going to bring Denaire on for Bruno Lamas. It's not been his day, obviously, according to the statistics. Oh, not fight. This is unfair. No. They heard me before this match. They were thinking, oh, he wants revenge, doesn't he? Let's teach him a lesson. Let's teach him what Portugal's all about. Let's show him it's not plain sailing. He's come in to Portugal, taking control of the Algarve club, and found it easy so far, and they've decided to show me who's boss. And we've been taken apart. It's been poor. It really has. Can we get a second, though? Nakajima! 5-2, another consolation goal. It's nice to see him get on the score sheet. Good assist from Wellington as well, but it's little too late. I'm going to make my last substitute. It's not been Paulinho's day either. I'm going to bring on Bruno Tabata, the young Brazilian. Give him some more game time. Lots of goals for you guys, the neutrals at home, I suppose. Oh, Bruno Tabata, he's just picked up a knock. Typical. I could have just left him on the pitch in cotton wool and it'd have been fine. If we can get a third, it won't look so bad, actually. Here's Nakajima coming forwards. Look at him go. Wellington, he's caused all sorts of problems. Crosses it in. Oh, we've got it. Alfredo gets his second goal of the season. We're still 2 goals behind, but it doesn't look too bad now that it's 5-3. Crazy game. I need to sort out my defence. We have conceded a few too many goals lately, even against the weaker teams. So the last 2 games have been 2-2 draws. And now we've conceded 5 today. And we scored 3. Usually when you score 3 goals, you think you've got a good chance of winning. But not today against Sporting. But anyway, thank you for watching today's episode. It's been an enthralling match. For 16 shots to our 11. Equal possession pretty much. They were just more clinical in front of goal. Their strike force is excellent. I'm going to say I can't fault the effort, because we still fought on. Even when we conceded that 5th goal, we managed to get 2 back. Bruno Tabata's out for 6 to 8 days. So like I said, next match will be against Aves. I've got Tondela to play, who are 8th. So that's a similar team to us, really. Porto, top of the table. That's going to be a threat. I mean, we conceded 5 against Sporting. We're going to lose about 10 to Porto. Firenze, we have to be beaten. Rio Ave, we managed to beat in the cup, but they're doing very well in the league, as are Aves. We've got a tough end to the season, in fact. But the last 5 games, some of them are winnable. Benfica's going to be tough, obviously. But I think we have a chance of finishing top half. It's going to be really tough, but I do believe we have a chance of grabbing a top half position. And let me know in the comment section below where you think we will finish. Look at the Sporting strike force. They've got the 2 top goal scorers in the league. It was always going to be tough against Sporting today, but we gave it our best shot. It just wasn't to be. But anyway, thank you for what I've already said it, but thank you once again for watching today's episode. Until next time, enjoy FM18. I want to come up with a Portuguese phrase that I should end today's episode with.
Onde fica a casa de banho?
Onde fica a casa de banho? There we go. See you soon.